I am Shauli. I'm from the Space Inc., the English window to the Bangla Live website.
Hello.
Yes, hi. So we've heard a lot of good things about your film Beline, and a lot of congratulations to you on,
Thank you so
on
much.
that.
Thank you.
And tell us about what kind of feedback have you been receiving?
I've been receiving quite positive feedback about the film. I mean, everybody's telling all the good things about my film, our film rather, because it's any film is a teamwork. It can be a bigger team or a smaller team, but it's a teamwork. So everybody is getting positive feedback. Sometimes we are a little scared of too much positive feedback. Are we going wrong anywhere? But then we feel good about it. There's so much of effort, honest effort from each and every department of the film. It feels good. So yeah, and I would tell there are a few negative feedbacks also, but then we would want to work on them. Not that we believe in all the negative feedbacks.
Okay.
We need to believe,
Yes.
right? Positive or negative. If someone says your film is an Oscar winner,
Yes.
I know it is not, because it could have been technically more strong to reach Oscars. But then when a person says the cinematography looks very weak, that we know we don't believe in that. Or when someone says the screenplay could have been a little more crisper, I go back and think, like, could it be a little more crisper? Because I wrote the screenplay. So we consider all the negative feedbacks. We try to believe them first, and if we come to a conclusion that we should think about improving our skills,
Right.
then we go ahead and we learn from that feedback.
Right.
So anyway, overall it's a very, very positive and very overwhelming feedback that we are getting.
Yes. So yes, because we saw a lot of coverage in newspapers, social media. There are huge lines outside London. So it's very inspiring to see young filmmakers like you coming up and doing so well. It also feels like the film industry is going in the right direction.
Yeah, I mean, about the film industry, I would say it should be a collective effort. Not only the filmmakers, but also the audience. Bengali audience should grow a little more. Grow as in they should be a little more mature, and they can grow their habits of watching a film in theaters.
Yes.
I know after the pandemic, people have switched to OTTs.
Yes.
That's good. I mean, OTTs are good, but then what about the conventional way of watching a movie in a theater, getting more depth, like audio-visual depth, and the way we used to watch movies, right?
Yeah.
And then after watching that movie, we used to come out of the theaters, and for a day or two, we used to discuss about the film we saw.
Yes.
So I don't think that good content has gone down. There are trashy contents that we all know, but then there are good contents too. So you watch all of them and get. I know. People have become crazily busy. They have become very busy earning money, or maybe they are passionate about their work. So they have become very busy with work. So they when they need a quick refreshment nowadays, um, they grab their mobile phone
Yes.
and watch a movie.
Even while commuting, like
Right.
metro, in the bus,
Right,
in the
right,
car,
right.
people are
Yeah.
watching all the time.
But then, as a filmmaker, um, we would want a person
To come
to,
to the theatre.
to watch a film minutely,
Yes.
enjoy every minute details of that film, right? Because we have given so much of effort,
Yes.
and you think that while watching our movie, someone is looking at the mobile phone, and then someone says something, maybe a family person is saying something, and without even pausing the phone, it's running over there, and they answer to that person, or maybe goes to the kitchen, or maybe keeps the phone down. It's still running over there, and they do their other
Wow.
chores.
So they miss out on
And
a
then-
lot of things.
Yeah. So we wouldn't want that, right? And then the people who make serious films, they would think that they are missing out details over there. Not even serious films, like comedies.
Right.
They have made those comedies with
Lot of
putting
thought.
putting a lot of effort in that, and then you're missing out punchlines.
Right.
So any effort that goes unnoticed is disrespecting that filmmaker, right?
Correct. Yes. It is.
So that's why we prefer people to go to the theaters and watch the movie minutely. Don't speak there. Don't look at your phone. If you want to look at your phone, look it in interval,
Right.
or once the movie is over. So we want that. Like when I go to like theaters for my own movie, I don't watch my film. I watch people. What are they doing? Am I engaging them enough or not?
Yes, that's true. That's
So-
true. Yes.
So when I see someone watching his or her mobile while there's a vital scene going on out there, giving him so much of details, maybe a visual details or audio details, they're watching the mobile, I feel hurt.
Okay, all right. Yes, I'm sure our audience will take note of that. Okay, now tell us about your film, Beline. You have worked with a lot of senior actors, Paran Bandyopadhyay. You've also worked with a lot of fresh talent. So how has it been shooting the film and putting the film together, and how was that entire teamwork? How did it come about?
See, when I was writing this film back in 2015, back then I had Poranda in my mind while writing the character. That's why the character is so tailor-made for Poranda. So it was very easy for me to cast Poranda because I have seen him on stage also, not only on film, because at some point I think he was being typecasted in films.
Yes, he was doing a lot of father roles.
Yeah, and the comedy that was showcased was very typical, right?
Yes.
So, but I watched him on stage and I saw his strength over there, how he can hold each and every expression. So I used those things in my films, and not only the small little comedy moments, lighter moments in my film, but in serious moments also, I have used his skills as much as possible in the film. So Poranda was he was very delightful on sets. But with the other two characters, we took a lot of auditions, around 100, a little less than 100 for the guy's character, and for the girl's character, around 51 auditions. So we got Dr. Mukherjee and Shreya Bhattacharya for those those roles, and they have done around 1 month of workshop with me. I was, I literally told them what kind of pauses I need, what kind of body language I needed, and they did it so well on screen. I mean, I'm really proud. I'm really proud of my actors, each and every one. They played the role as I wanted.
Also, you have this topic of loneliness that you've brought up in the film. You will see in a city like Calcutta, where so many youngsters have moved out and left their parents behind. So loneliness among the senior citizens especially is something that is very, very sensitive. So how have you handled that in your film?
See, I have, while writing on me, I have seen these people. Like I have, back in 2011, I made a film called Loner Lost in Sanity. It's a short film. So in that, there's a lonely housewife. In 2016, oh no, I guess it was 2014, 15, I guess. There was another short film, it's called Yesterday. There I have touched this topic a little bit, of a lonely grandfather whose granddaughter comes and visits him on a Valentine's Day. So that was the topic of that film. Even in my film Teenager, which was made in 2016, this ambitious girl who comes to Kolkata for study, she was lonely with her ambitions. So loneliness is there. Like if you watch any movie nowadays,
Yes.
there is at least one lonely person.
Yeah.
And if you actually go around your neighborhood, you'll find 10 lonely people.
Right. Yes. Every person has their.
Yes. I mean, sometimes you see in a party, one person is sitting alone
Yes.
and watching everybody.
Everybody else.
That person might not be even there.
Right.
He or she is very lonely out there. So, loneliness is a kind of a disease in our modern society. But Beline is not only about that. No, about the pathos in loneliness. You remember when we were kids, when our parents went out and we were alone at home, we enjoyed that moment.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
So in this old age also, the old age people, if they want to enjoy, they have ways, right? So Beline addresses that too. So loneliness can be a disease, but staying alone by choice can be a bliss too. So it's a mixture of both of them. And Beline addresses how loneliness can make you mentally ill. How staying alone is so much fun at the same time. So I guess it's a wide spectrum that we are dealing here in Beline. So I don't know whether I answered your question or not.
No, it's okay. All right. And
Did I?
No. Yeah. It's okay. It's your perspective.
Right.
That's what we want to
Right.
Okay, and also there is this thing with this telephone call which lasts for a long time. So with what you see around you, this need to talk or this need to interact with people around you. How much of that have you shown in the film, and why have you decided to do it over a telephone call?
First and foremost, if you watch the movie, you'll see that Uh, for Paran Bandopadhyay's character, the time is frozen in the era of landline.
Yes.
And when there is a little bit of mobile phones also, like the first age of mobile phone. So those dial keypads and stuff like that. Um, uh, why mobile phone? Why telephonic conversation is because we couldn't make a call go longer for 3 days on a mobile phone. So for a story like that, which has a phone call running for 3 days, we needed a landline because landline can run like a landline if not disturbed externally can that call can go for 28 days like a billing cycle. Many people ask me it was absurd for a call to run for 3 days, but I went to BSNL office before writing this script in 2014 I guess, and I asked them how long can a phone call go. So they told me the billing cycle is 28 days. The phone can go like the call can run for 28 days.
On
But
landline
usually,
phone.
yes, but usually there is a disturbance in the line or in the weather or something like that, and it gets disconnected within 3-4 days usually. So I thought 3 days is a logical time to run this call. And then the fun of landline phone is lost, like the wrong calls, the prank calls,
Right.
and you could listen loud and clear the environment of the other end.
Yes.
It was so much fun. People couldn't hide things.
Yeah.
Nowadays you have those features in your mobile phone so that people can listen to only your words
Yes.
and the surrounding sounds are suppressed.
Yes.
All our new mobile phone has those. So the fun is lost out there. So back then it was too much fun actually. People couldn't hide things. They used to put what do you call the handkerchief on top of it to mute it out.
Right.
And later on there were phones where there was a mute button.
Right.
Very few phones had that. So there's a lot of fun you could explore through a landline phone calls.
Yes.
That's why I use that.
Yeah.
I mean, it is one of the key ingredients to this recipe,
Right.
Beline.
Right. And you have also decided that it was going to be a thriller. So why did you decide to make a thriller?
See, I've been honest to my film
Mhm.
all through these days, and I'll be honest at this moment also. It's not a thriller.
Okay.
It
That's
is
what
a
is being written about every
right, exactly. I'll tell you, it's the only it's the
That is
only gimmick.
misinformation? Okay.
It's the only gimmick used for our film.
Okay.
And my peer person told me, see, if you say psychological drama, nobody's gonna turn up.
Watch. Okay.
So
That's a marketing technique.
yeah, I think so. It worked maybe.
Yeah.
What he told me, your film is psychological, right? I said yes.
Yes.
And it thrills you all through the film.
Yes.
He said yes, kind of. So it's a psychological thriller. I was like, okay, if you say so, but it's not actually. It's a psychological drama.
Okay.
But it's a,
But the
it's an,
experience is thrilling.
yeah, it's an edge of the seat experience.
Right.
So sometimes it wouldn't let you breathe.
Okay.
So the thrill element, the suspense element is there in the film. So I think like as a maker I would put it in a genre. It's a psychological drama. But then from the marketing perspective,
It's such a
they tell it.
decided. Okay, now tell me, you have also worked out of India, you have worked in the West, and you have worked here also. So, when it comes to making films, what is the major difference or what is the major shortcomings that you notice?
Money.
Yes.
Easy answer, because first and foremost, the market of a Bengali film is very limited. It's a local market. It's not even national. People like Bengali people are everywhere in India, I know, but I mean, are they all movie goers? I don't think so. They celebrate good Bengali movies, and we are thankful to them for that. But not everyone is a movie goer. I'll tell you the experience of releasing Beline in Bangalore. There was a little lack of planning that we didn't release in Bangalore in the beginning, like when we released the film immediately. We released it after 3 weeks when the mouth publicity was properly happening. So people in Bangalore, they wanted to watch the film, but then the halls that we got, those were a little off skirt from the city. And Bangalore traffic, I guess you know
Yes.
how it is. So people wanted to watch the film, but they failed. I mean, many people
So in
reached
such
there.
cases, don't you think OTT is a blessing? Where people want to watch the film and they can't go to the hall?
Absolutely, absolutely. I would agree with you on this. For them, OTT would be a blessing.
Also,
But-
this you're saying that Bengali film market is limited. But now with OTT, there are people watch the film is translated or there are subtitles and there's a voiceover. So people can watch the film in other countries also.
We have to really put an effort to dub it to other languages. Then it is fruitful. With subtitles, I guess only the film lovers, the usual film lovers, they would watch a film with subtitles.
Yeah, there's this rage about Korean films and Korean dramas, which have become such a big hit.
Right.
So a lot of people here, they don't understand Korean, so it's running
But
on
then,
dubbed.
dubbed.
Yeah,
It is
yeah.
dubbed.
But
So
but
we-
people have discovered that that world of Korean dramas.
Right.
So don't you think that if we dub it and if we also release it on different OTT platforms, that limited market will also grow?
Yeah, I mean, see, when this is a story of 2009, I guess, 8, 9. I watched my first Korean drama called Delightful Girl Chungyang. So, from where a couple of songs were lifted and placed in Bollywood films. Later I discovered that. But I watched that series, Delightful Girl Chungyang, and it was amazing because the culture is so different. The way the expressions of those people are so different.
Yeah.
That's why it attracts us.
Yeah. And now it's like become there are Korean restaurants opening everywhere. There are there's a lot of Korean food trucks, Korean clothes, Korean music.
Right. Merchandise.
Yeah. So it's become a big industry in India. This
Yeah.
Korean influence.
Yeah. Again, I'll go there. Korean, everything Korean is a national, has a national market first, and then it goes international.
Right.
For Bengali, it is not national, it's local. So first, you have to touch your entire nation, then you can
Go out. Yes.
international. But it's not like that always. I mean, Bengali films have always had an international audience,
Right.
because as we all have been referring to what Anurag Kashyap said, it was at the top of
Yes.
Everest. So in another interview recently, I told them that to reply to Anurag Kashyap, we don't have to say watch my film or watch his film. We don't have to say that. We just have to pull our socks and make good films.
Yes.
It'll reach him.
Yeah.
We don't have to make him sit and watch it.
Yeah.
It'll reach him.
Yeah.
He'll understand
Yeah.
that Bengali films are not all ghatia.
Yes.
So we just have to make good films,
Yeah.
and our like motto shouldn't be showing to Anurag Kashyap.
Right.
Our motto should be,
Making good films.
yeah, honestly make good films.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yes.
So I was there where first we have to dub our films and make it available for the entire nation. Make it in Hindi, make it in Telugu or Tamil, or at least Malayalam, because Malayalam movies are very sensible movies. Marathi movies are very sensible movies. Sorry. If you watch those films, they are so rich with emotions, human emotions. And also, they play with psychology a lot,
Yes.
very subtly. So, we have to reach those audiences also who watch Malayalam movies, who watch Marathi movies.
Right.
Then we will become a national, we can create a national product. And then eventually we can go to, and also the Korean film or culture or music are so pop that they are reaching the youngsters,
Yeah.
like the teenagers.
Right.
So, are we targeting those? Not really.
No, we're not really targeting.
If we see most of the Bengali movies are made for middle age,
Right.
like around say like after 35, maybe 40s, 40s
Yes,
till
yes.
60s.
Right. Right.
So, are we making enough content for the
For
youngsters?
the youngsters, correct. Yes.
So, if we are making enough, we are stuck within mostly the detective stories,
Right.
the popular detective stories
Stories,
that have
yes.
been told thousands of times.
Times, yes.
Yeah, youngsters like detective stories. That's for sure. Make something new. Make something very like in thing for this generation.
Yeah.
Then it will go popular. Then it will reach other youngsters
Yes,
also.
Yes. So, as a director, you tell me, what are the kind of subjects that interest you? What would you like to make? What kind of stories are you looking for?
I don't look for story. I write my own stories.
Okay.
Yeah, and I look for ideas around me. I mean, that can be people around me. That can be news around me. That can be bizarre incidents around me. What intrigues me most is the stories or the incidents those goes off the track, like Beline.
Right. Yeah.
Beline means
Something that is unconventional.
yeah. So that intrigues me. That actually inspires me to write something. Sometimes those incidents come in my head from say my childhood also. Whatever I've seen or experienced in my childhood, those incidents come. Like in Beline also, this phone call thing. I remember talking to my friends over phone for a longer period,
Yeah, we
not
used to
3
do
days.
that. Yeah,
Not
but
3
for
days.
hours.
I'll be like I'll be banished if I did a call for 3 days.
Yeah.
But then, yeah. 3-4 hours.
Yeah,
We have done it,
yes.
and I used to get beaten by my dad for
When the bill came.
yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, so anything that is a little off the track,
Yes.
and yes, I'm not that stubborn that I would make a film with others' story. I would love to make a film, but then we don't have that rights because like Humayun Ahmed is like one of my favorite like authors. I would love to make him, but I guess it's very hard to get the rights
Right.
because his son is making those films.
Films. Okay, and my final question, as a filmmaker growing up in Bengal, a lot of us have been influenced by Tagore and Satyajit Ray. So, when you look at it as a filmmaker who has worked abroad also and is working here also, this tendency to adapt his work, or this tendency to be influenced, or this tendency to plain rip off his dialogues. Do you think the bunch of filmmakers that we have now can actually grow out of that shadow?
It's hard because people have been using Rabindranath Tagore's literature, his songs, his poetry in films again and again. It's hard because those are so rich in literature, and Satyajit Ray also. I mean, he has dedicated his life making movies, making stories, making sketches. You have
Yes,
seen,
yes.
certainly you have seen his sketches, his art. So did Rabindranath Tagore. So all those things are like so attached to each and every Bengali. They have been like every Bengali have been growing, reading those, experiencing those. So it is very hard to stay away from those. Those influences would be there in every Bengali. It's there in me also. But then whether to use it as it is, or whether to whether to experience it, grow inside as an artist, experiencing those, and make something original or something different with that experience,
Yes.
as experience to guide you.
Right.
That is a choice that we have to make as a filmmaker, as an artist. We have to make that choice, that whether to take it as a boost
Yeah.
or take it as a burden.
Okay. Thank you so much for your time. What kind of message will you give our viewers?
It's not a message. I mean, it's more like a request that I would do to the do to your audience.
Yes.
That is let us Bengalis culture more Bengali art. Not only films, music. Bengali independent music is still it's still in a large spectrum in our society, getting unnoticed. We should listen to those music. There are really good music. Like, how did I discover Tamal Kanti Halwa, the music director of Beline?
Yes.
He has been doing he has been associated with me for Mushroom, Beline, the film I acted in, Ashampurno.
Yes.
I recommended him, and he did a so every art in Bengal is getting unnoticed nowadays. So please culture those a little more. This is my request. because you might find a diamond within those. I mean, I'm not very good at words. I could make a film out of this, but I would request people to culture more Bengali art.
All right.
Okay.
Thank you so much.